We're now coming down to the end of Unarmed curriculum, and now we get to do some really fun stuff. So today we're going to be looking at holds and breaks, a type of grappling. So let's start off with a really basic type of hold, a hair pull. So come on up, Dante. And Dante is an excellent volunteer for this one because, unlike myself, he has really long flowing hair that's very easy to grab. It would not really make sense for somebody to try and do a hair pull on me. They might be able to make it into some kind of choke or maybe grabbing an ear, but that's really dangerous, doing stuff with the ears. So I do not recommend trying that without a great deal of training, practice, and choreography. So I'm going to ask Dante to turn towards the camera this time, so facing the camera here. And the hair pull is going to look like this. I'm going to take my open hand and I'm going to bring it up to his head. Now first though, sorry, I should have had you face here. I want to let my partner know where I am. Just like before when we were doing the push, I'm going to make contact with my partner first before I go towards my target so he knows where I am. So I'm going to place my hand on his back. Is that okay, Dante, right there? So he knows where I am now, and now I'm going to slide up, and with a very loose, open hand, I'm just going to place my hand here on the back of his head. Now, at this point, Dante is in complete control. He's going to take his hands, and he is going to grab my hands and pull them close and in tight onto his head. So really hold my hand tight in there. Tight, 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 tight. There we go. He wants to hold it tight so that there's no way that my hand is coming loose. Now, he is in complete control, and I'm just going along for the ride, making it look like I am pulling his hair. Now, you might notice that Dante's first inclination was to move forward, but that's not going to be my first inclination. If I grab Dante's hair, my first inclination is going to be to move him back towards me. So if Dante really wants to sell this, as soon as he makes contact, he's going to pull his head back towards me, and then he can move it around. Now, I can guide him a little bit, but he's really the one that's in control. And he's only going to move forward if that's part of the choreography where, for instance, I'm going to duck his head into a sink or into a toilet, and then he can bring his head up when he's ready, or if I'm going to smash his head across a sink or something or into a wall. That's really the only time that he's going to come forward on that. So let's try this again. Here we go. I'm going to walk up behind Dante. Instead of making eye contact, I'm just going to make contact with his back right there. Bring it up. Put my hand loose there. He grabs it, and now he's in control. He pulls his head back, and he shakes it around like I am, twisting it around and holding his head. Okay, now, how to get out of this? A real simple way to break the hair pull is by doing something to injure this person. So for instance, he could do a foot stomp. Let's back up a little bit. So he could spot a target downstage of my foot right here. He could lift his foot up and stomp there, and I could let go and act like he stomped my foot. Okay, or we're right here, he's got the hand. He could also do an elbow strike. He's going to do that by bringing his arm forward. Okay, so he takes one of the arms, goes forward, and here's the elbow strike. The elbow strike is actually going to stop at your own waist. You're actually making contact with yourself, and we should hear a little bit of a nap as your elbow makes contact with your side, like this, here. So I'm bringing it in to meet my own side. Boom! I am not extending the elbow past myself. This. No, 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 no. No, do not do that. Stop the elbow. Bring it into yourself. Boom. Now I then react as if he has elbowed me. So come on over here. Now of course this only works if I'm off to the side, so let's move over here. There we go. So I bring up here, he's grabbing it. I'm standing off to the side. The audience can clearly see my stomach right here. So he lifts his hand out and he brings it into his side. Boom, like that. And as he does that, I'm going to react by bringing my stomach backwards. Now as I do that, I keep my head up. I don't bring my head down right where his elbow is, because if he accidentally does do this, it's going to go right into my face. So let's try that again with my reaction, and go for it. Now I'm also being really careful not to stack my sound on top of his nap. So I don't want the sound to come at the same time. I want to hear both. I want to hear this nap, and I want to hear the So I'm going to delay my sound after his nap. So one more time, and and then after it, I can bring my hand here as I let go. So those are two really simple ways of breaking out of a hold like this. Now, a more complex hold would be a bear hug. So for this one, again, I'm going to be coming from behind my partner. I'm going to make contact with them so that they know where I am. And then as I do that, Dante is going to prepare for the bear hug by bringing his arms up here. Now, this is going to give him some space to breathe and protect himself. If you have personal body parts that you don't want to be touched, this also protects you here by just creating a nice, safe barrier around your torso here. So he's there. I make contact here. He makes that cage with his arms, and I bring my arms around, and I hold him like this, okay? So I've got him here, and I am careful to keep my head off to the side so that if he accidentally brings his head back, it's not going to hit me in the face. It's going to go off to my side. So my head is here as I have him in this bear hug. Now we can grapple here like this, but we can also use this as an opportunity for dialogue. If I want to say anything to him like, oh, I hate you so much, Dante, I just want to kill you till you die, then I'm right here and I have that opportunity. Now for Dante to break out of this, couple things he can do. The first thing he's going to want to do is step forward and use his arms here, boom, to show that he is breaking that hold. And he's going to do that stepping forward and off to the side a little bit. Okay, so I'm here in the bear hug, boom, holding on. He's going to step forward with his right foot and break apart. Now, he's in an excellent position again to do an elbow. So, now he can do the elbow, oh, and I've got it right there. Okay, so one more time, let's do it close to performance speed. So I'm right here coming in behind, make contact, he gets ready, put it around, and break. Right there. Now, of course, you don't want to step too far out to the side, otherwise it's going to be very clear that he's no longer in front of my elbow, in front of my stomach. So right there. Okay? Now, Dante, so that is what I would like you to film yourself doing. I would like you to be the person that is receiving the bear hug, breaking out of the bear hug, and then doing an elbow on your attacker. That's what I would like you to show a video of. So once again, you're Dante. I am your partner, walking here behind, making contact, grabbing, break, and elbow. Right there. That's what I want to see. Now there is another advanced technique that you can use called the forearm shiver. I'm going to take your place, Dante, here. This one's a little more complex. If you can come behind me, please. I don't want to see you do this video. But if you want to try it, you can. But it is a little bit more dangerous. So Dante's going to make contact on my back. I'm going to bring this up, and he's going to make that bear hug. Now I'm going to step out, boom, and I'm going to break. But instead of doing an elbow, instead what I'm going to do is I am going to step back with my left foot, turning over my left shoulder. And then I'm going to step back here. So I'm now left foot forward, and I'm going to bring my forearm up, boom, in front of his face. Now the dangerous part here is that what you don't want to do is you don't want to bring your elbow forward. That's extremely dangerous, and there's a high probability that you will whack your partner in the face with the elbow, possibly damaging their teeth, giving them a fat lip or a black eye or a bloody nose. You do not want to do that. But you can put the forearm right in front of the face like this, and you can make a nap sound, boom, just like that, and they can react back, This is called the forearm shiver, because it sends a shiver through their entire body when you do it. So let's see that whole thing. I'm standing here minding my own business. Dante comes from behind, makes contact. I get my arms up and break the bear hug. Step, step, boom, forearm shiver. Oh, sorry, I should have done the nap. Boom, forearm shiver right there, keeping the elbow pointed back. But that's not what I want to see. What I want to see you do is break out of the bear hug and then elbow. Thanks so much.